Mental health is so important and it should not be taken lightly, especially if you've recently experienced loss. It's been a little over a year since my last miscarriage and I'm still not okay. I want to be open about my personal struggles and my pathway to emotional healing. I also want to provide love, support, and resources to those of you going through something similar. My last miscarriage was March of 2020. The one before that was in October of 2019. They were both completely different. For me, each miscarriage I have had has dug a hole in my heart. After 3, the hole is so deep that my heart is screaming for me to stop. That might seem dramatic to some, but it's truly how I feel. My heart is begging me to stop, and I finally listened. My first ever pregnancy ended in a miscarriage in 2017. Then I was blessed with another pregnancy and a beautiful baby boy in 2018. Once he turned 1, we decided to start trying again for a second. I got pregnant twice, both ending in a miscarriage. I had so many wonderful people telling me to try again, and still do, and that I'll get my rainbow baby. And though I smiled politely, I just wanted to scream and say, I don't want another baby. I want my babies. I want the babies I lost. I know we focus so hard on rainbow babies, which I believe is beautiful. My son is a rainbow baby. But what about the babies I lost? Are they just forgotten? They aren't to me. I think about them nearly every day. I still hold my stomach in memory of them being there. This is me. This is my story, and this is how I am doing. The world keeps going, and I just feel stuck, like I can't move forward. This Friday, June 11th of 2021, I had to go to the OBGYN for an annual exam, and it was the first time I had been there since my last miscarriage. I had already rescheduled once because the thought of going there was torture. I walked in just to see beautiful, happy pregnant women in the waiting room. I flashed back to us leaving after that last miscarriage in tears as I saw those happy pregnant couples lining up to see their babies. I sat in the room next to the clean gown and sheet waiting for the nurse to come in, and I flashed back to the horrific moment of them telling me yet another pregnancy is no longer viable. Back to reality, the nurse came in and felt the panic and anxiety beaming from my eyes, and after asking her general questions, told me she felt my anxiety and how big of a mental health advocate she is, and asked me how I was feeling, and I went off. I told her not only how I was feeling being in that room after it being a place of so much heartache, I told her my struggles with feeling overwhelmed with the idea of losing my son, because I'm just so scared to lose him too, especially with the world crumbling under our feet with COVID-19. I told her how the world being full of hate and horrible humans makes me want to hold them even tighter, and I'm scared to let go. She asked me a series of questions, I think fearing I was on the cusp of depression, and after a long talk, she recommended counseling, which I feel like I always knew would be good for me, but I didn't know if it was for me. I still haven't decided my path, but she did share a really great resource that I want to share with you as well. With the motto, here to help, Psychology Today is the world's largest mental health and behavioral science destination online. You can simply type in your zip code and find a therapist near you. You can even break it up into categories and read details about the therapist, all from one website. If you need help, ask for it. I'm here for you, and there's a lot of other people in your life I'm sure are there for you too. Like I said at the beginning, mental health is so important and it should be made a priority. If you need somebody to talk to or just a friend, feel free to comment below, or even better, find me on Instagram and send me a DM. I would be happy to talk to you. But if you feel like you need more professional help, definitely check out psychologytoday.com. I know this video was a little bit different than my normal ones. It was kind of hard for me to film, to be honest. I even struggle through this because I want to share my story. I want to share how I'm feeling, but I don't want to make other people feel bad for not feeling the same way I do. When I first had a miscarriage in 2017, as soon as we were able to physically, we started trying again and we're pregnant then with my son. So all of our paths are different, and for me, after these last 2 miscarriages for baby number 2, my husband and I are leaning towards no longer trying to conceive. And I know I have a lot of people out there that respond to that with, no, don't give up, or keep trying, or I know you'll find your rainbow baby, and all of the above. And it's sweet, and I know it comes from a great place, but I don't need that. All I need is the support that I'll make the decision that's best for me. And I know there are some of you out there that are feeling the same way. You get asked questions or you get a version of support that's not really helping you. It's hurting you emotionally. And just know that you can set boundaries. You can respond to them and let them know, hey, this hurts me because, and I'm sure most people would understand and respect that. Also, I'm not trying to shout out merch in such a serious video, but I did create merch specifically for those babies that I lost and babies you may have lost as well. So definitely check that out, and all the information will be in the description. If you are curious about my miscarriages and my story, I will include the playlist right here. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.